Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel and a new video on Farming Simulator 25. It's a bit of a miserable end to the day. We're not going to be in this day much longer. It's going to be moving on to July where we'll have some more harvesting to do, but in the meantime, while we wait for that day to come, we're just going to do a bit of a few contracts. I think going to get the fertilizer spreader on and we're going to do some fertilizing contracts just to bring in some extra money. So we've already got some fertilizer in the spreader. I'm not sure whether we're going to have enough here to do, well, there's one quite big contract I'm going to probably take, and then there's another sort of medium-sized one. Let's just have a quick look now at what's available. So yeah, this one I'm definitely going to do. We're going to accept that one. I'm going to use my own equipment, I think, just because it's easier, I think, but I could hire them, but it's quite expensive, £1,200. So yeah, I'm just going to accept those two. There we go. Let's just have a quick look on the map where we actually are going. 7 and field 41 is the other one. First one, obviously field 7 we'll do first, and then we'll move over to that one. I may have to go to the shop and refill with fertilizer. I don't think we're going to have enough to do both fields here, but it doesn't matter really too much because we're going to probably need some more fertilizer for our own land anyway. So it doesn't really matter. I'll just head to the shop and get some more bought. We can afford it, and I think the money we're going to make from these two contracts will be plenty really to cover the cost of the fertilizer. I'm still going to be in a good profit from doing these two jobs. So without further ado, I think we're going to get on with field 7 and then get the other one done, and I'll speak to you once we've finished these two contracts. Right, almost back at the yard now, and we've got both those cultivation contracts finished, and should make some decent profit there. It did cost me 7,000, just over 7,000 I think, to buy the fertiliser, but we have of course ended with 3,700 litres for ourselves, basically back in the fertiliser spreader, so you can take off probably half of that at least, if probably more than half of it really. I think we probably only use about maybe 1,500 to 2,000 pounds worth of fertiliser, I should guess. Somewhere around there anyway, probably just over 2,000. So in the end it probably would have been slightly cheaper to do the leasing of the machines, but not by much, and it's not a big problem really. I'm not too bothered. Not quite sure, I haven't done the experiments to see what's actually how much cheaper it would be or not, but yeah, I'm happy with that. So let's get these contracts turned in then. We'll complete both of them, so 11,000 for the first one and 19,000, almost 500 for the second one. There we go, which brings us up to 174,000 in the bank, which is not too bad at all. I think my current aim, I think I did probably explain this in the previous episode, but is to try and upgrade the combine. I would like to get a new combine, so that is probably what I'm going to save up for now, put this money towards a new combine. But we'll be resting now. Well, I'm just going to do the watering of the animals and the greenhouse, and then we'll rest until the next month, which will be July, and then we'll have some more crops to harvest. Obviously the end of this barley field here is almost ready to harvest, so we'll be doing that, and I think the canola fields might be ready as well by July, but we'll see. And then this barley field will need baling. We haven't actually baled it yet, but I was going to wait until the whole thing had been harvested before we bale, because otherwise I'm going to be baling half the field and then just this tiny bit at the end, so probably more efficient to get the whole field harvested first and then bale it at the end once it's all done. Oh, we've got loads more, well I say loads, we've got quite a few more pallets of wood as well to move. Oh, are these, don't want to forget about this as well. I keep forgetting about flooding the fields. Yes, water level is too low. Yep, I forgot again. It's so easy to forget, because it's difficult when the crop's actually grown. You can't actually see the water unless you look really closely, like right into it. Even then, it's hard to see. So yeah, it is hard to spot whether the water's full or not. I'm just trying to remember. So every time I come down here to make sure I remember to flood them, because it doesn't seem to last too long. You have to keep doing it at least once a day, I think. Right, so we'll get the goats watered. What's the price of goat milk like at the moment, just out of interest as well while I'm here, just to check that. Goat milk, September's the best month, so we're on the increase now. It's about as bad as it can be. Yeah, we won't be selling it today then. Yeah, we'll wait until September to do that. By that time we should have quite a few pallets. We've already got 2 there, so in September we should have a few more than 2. Try and get this wood sold today as well. By the time we've rested, we'll have quite a bit more wood, I think, there to load up and sell. So once we've done that, that should really improve our money situation, and maybe potentially buy a new combine. Even today, possibly, I don't know. That's probably pushing it, but it'd be nice if we could. I think we said we'd probably need about 300 to 350,000, I think, for a combine, somewhere around there. Right, so that's done. So we're going to rest now. Rest until July and see what the situation is then. So yeah, we'll just have a rest now. There goes the moon. Wow, rapid moon movement. And it's now the next morning. There we go. Yes, the canola is ready to harvest. That's good. But that also means the barley field is ready to harvest, so we'll get on the combine straight away. And we're going to harvest this barley field, the rest of this barley field, because we have already started it, of course. But we'll get the rest of it done. This will obviously be for chicken feed, and then we'll move on to do the canola fields as well. Although we might load the wood before we do the canola. Oh, we've got this problem again. It hasn't been fixed yet. This combine, I don't know whether it is just this combine, hopefully it isn't all of the combines, but certainly this combine, it does seem to catch the ground, even though it's perfectly flat, as far as I can tell. The header seems to be too low and it catches the ground. I don't think there's any way of adjusting it with like the mouse or anything. You can adjust the reel up and down, but you can't adjust the actual header itself, it looks like, as far as I can see. So yeah, that's a bit of an issue. The header's just slightly too low to the ground. Anyway, I'm going to get on with this harvesting on a time lapse, and I'll speak to you when it's done. Well, I said I know I was only going to do the barley field, but I've decided to also do the canola field as well because it wasn't too big. There is another one, bigger one to do, but I'm hoping potentially we will have enough money to change the combine before we come to do the other field. Because I know this combine is big enough, plenty big enough to do these small fields, but obviously this one here is a bit bigger, and we do have other fields as well which are not ready yet, but 32 and particularly number 1 is a big field, so it would be nice to have a bigger combine to do those. I don't expect there's anything in the sale, is there? No combines, no. Yeah, so just let's have a quick look again to see how much we actually need to buy a combine, a decent upgrade to a combine. Oh, why the... Oh no, that's foragers, yeah, sorry. Okay, 285,000 I think realistically we need for the actual combine plus the header, so 350-ish, I would say. How much is ours worth? What is it? Is it a Massey combine? There we go. Okay, so this is assuming we sell it not going to the shop. It's 17,000 plus 9 plus so looking probably if we took it to the shop in total probably about 20,000 would get for it, which is fairly appalling. But it's a bit of extra money that would go towards the new combine. So if we end up with sort of say 330,000 after we sell the wood, yeah, that's probably too much actually. No, we're not going to get that much. We may have to do a loan then if I want to change it today. We have got a bit of a loan already, but we may have to extend it. Okay, so let's get this wood loaded up. We've got quite a few more pallets to load, so yeah, that'll help. That will help. Let's give this a push. I don't know what that'll take. No, it's not. Unless I press the button. I don't know whether that will help. Oh, there we go. Yep, it has taken it. So let's get rid of that because that was a bit of a mess. Right. Okay. So yeah, let's get the rest of these planks loaded up then, and then we'll take it to the various sell points and get them sold. So we just sold the short planks and we got 41,000 and something for those, almost 42,000 I think in total for those, and now we're going to sell the other planks, the long planks and the beams at the temple, hopefully, as long as we still get paid for them, because I'm still confused about it really. I don't think the temple will take them indefinitely. I think it will take them for a while, but it does have a limit and then it will stop paying you for them. So basically let's just unstrap and see what happens. Okay, I think it took them all, 101,000, which has actually brought us up better than I thought actually. I wasn't sure if we'd get to 300. We have done, we've gone over 300, 316. And if we sell the combine, that's another 20,000 on top of that. We'll be at 336,000-ish, I think. So 336,000. So yeah, that might be enough to buy a combine. I think we're going to try it. we're going to sell the old combine and see how much we've got after that, and hopefully that will be enough to buy the new one. I'm assuming we're going to go with the John Deere, but we might look at the other one as well. I think there's a Case which is a similar price as the John Deere. I'm not sure which one's cheaper. I think the John Deere is slightly cheaper, which would be unusual, but yeah, I think it might be. We'll have a proper look at them again before I obviously buy one and see what to do, but I would really like to get the new combine today, because we have got a decent amount of money now in the account, and yeah, it would be a nice change, because we've stuck with this original combine for longer than I was expecting to. It's been a fairly slow progress on this series. I think the game generally is harder than the previous game, but we're getting there. It's certainly starting to progress now. We've got this sawmill up and running. Really is making a difference to our finances. So yeah, I'm very happy with how we're doing. Oops, just demolished a sign there. You may have seen in the town there where I got to, it was my fault, I went the wrong way, I went up the wrong road, and then I got a car come right up behind me. It's like I couldn't really reverse out. I managed to just about do it, but it was a bit challenging with this trailer on. Yeah, I thought I was going to be trapped or have to go all the way around in a circle to get back again, but no, I managed to just about get turned around and back on the right track. But anyway, yeah, I'm just heading back to the yard, so I'll see you at the yard. We're going to get in the combine again, take it to the shop, and we're going to sell that, see how much money we end up with. So I'll see you in a second. Okay, so just dropped the trailer off, and I'm going to pick up the header trailer for the combine so that we can put the header on the trailer, and then we can take it down to the shop and sell it. Luckily, because this field's harvested, we can use the field now as an area to load the header onto. So just drop that there and get in the combine. So this combine is pretty old actually. It's done 209 hours, 209 and a half hours. So it's pretty high on the hours really. All the starting equipment was pretty high on the hours when we started the game. So yeah, they're all pretty old. I'm going to drop the header off. Probably due a service anyway, this combine. It's not been done, I don't think. So yeah, it's a good time to do it. To change it, I think. Save us having to spend the money on the servicing. Right, so I'll drop the trailer off now. Hopefully this combine can tow its own header. I think it might, well, it should be able to, I don't know actually for sure, but we'll give it a go. If not, we'll just have to get the tractor to tow it. Right, so yeah, I can see a tow hitch underneath, so it should be fine. Got it. Right, okay, so let's head down to the shop. This is going to be a fairly sedate drive at 16, 17 miles an hour, but we'll get there. And I'll see you down there. I think you don't want to see me travelling all the way down to the shop at this speed, so I will just pause the recording and I'll see you when we get down to the shop. Here we are, just arriving at the shop. We'll just park it in the spawn area, or the trigger area for the shop, and we'll get it sold. So I wonder what we're going to get for it in total. Yeah, it's just slightly higher, 18,600. It was showing 17, so yeah, it's not going to be great, but we'll sell it. I don't think I'm going to repair it. I think it's going to cost too much. I don't think it's worth it anymore. So we'll just sell it as it is. We've hardly used the header trailer at all, so that should, well, it's worth £33. Wow. Okay, so yeah, I was not far off, 336, in fact that's what I said, so that's good. 19,700 in total. Pretty accurate guess there, or workings out, which is quite unusual for me. So we have got 336,000. The John Deere is the cheaper one. I think it's going to have to be the John Deere, but actually, to be honest, what we're actually getting more with the Case, it's a 570 litre bigger grain tank, and it's slower. Wow, okay. John Deere's 24 miles an hour, Case 18 miles an hour. It's the John Deere, definitely. I think this is actually a mod, isn't it, it said. Just before I do buy it, let's just double check there's nothing else interesting. No, these are far out of reach. There is these, but they're not much of an upgrade over what we had, really. No. It's the John Deere. It's got to be the John Deere. It's the only one I can afford, which is a decent upgrade over what I've already got. I'm not upgrading to a 600 litre bigger grain tank. That would be pointless. And there's still 18 mile an hour speed. The John Deere is much faster, 24 miles an hour, and it's 10,000 litres. Yeah, we're going with the John Deere. Okay, let's buy that. So we've got 51,300 left. Probably the case could have a bigger header, I believe. It says it's got a... Yeah, you can have an 8.5 metre header with the case. Whereas the John Deere is only 7.6. But that's still an upgrade over what we had. And it's only 43,000, okay, so we can afford it. Brilliant. Without any loan. Thought we were going to have to take a bit of a loan out there, but we've still got 8,000 in the bank. Yes, but we do probably need a header trailer. Let's just see which header trailer goes with that header. That one. We can still afford it. Just that really is using all our money up, but we can afford it. Probably should change the colour to John Deere green, shouldn't we? But how much will that cost? Oh no, it's free. That's good. I'm guessing it should have a green bar there at the back as well. There we go. It's our John Deere header. Should the rims be John Deere yellow? I'm guessing they probably should. Luckily that's free. So there we go, John Deere colours. I know it's not really John Deere, but it looks the part, doesn't it? So let's buy that as well. Let's use all our money, every available penny. There we go. So we have our new combine. First new combine in the game that I've bought. So that's good. Let's get the header on the trailer and we'll take it back to... Well, actually we'll probably take it to the field because we've got a field to harvest, haven't we, with it? So we'll just go straight to the field, I think. So yeah, it's not a massive combine, but it is still a big upgrade over what we had, I think, overall. I'm happy with it. Maybe one day we'll have one of the bigger combines, the really big combines, but at the moment we don't really need one as big as that. This is very adequate for the size of fields we've got now. And hopefully it can tow its own header. I think it can, yes. That should be fine. So, as long as that header doesn't interfere with the auger there at the side, we should be fine. Let's put the beacons on and we'll take it to the field. And look at that speed, 26 miles an hour it does, not 24, so that's good. Really quick. Compared with the other one, which is only doing 17. It feels a lot different. It feels a lot faster. Anyway, yeah, let's head to the field and we'll get harvesting. Oh no, we won't get harvesting because it's just started raining. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, what were the chances of that? Well, let's go in the cab view and have a look in here. Just see what it's like in here. Pretty good. This is a mod combine, but I believe it probably is the one from FS25 that's been converted across. That would be my guess. It does look familiar. I'm sure I've used this one before, but not in FS25. But yeah, I like it. It's good. I'm glad that they have made it a mod in FS25 because otherwise I'd have been stuck there. I wouldn't have had enough to buy the case. So yeah, really pleased about that. What I'm going to have to do then is just drive it to the field. Well, we're almost at the field now, and just leave it, get it set up, and leave it here. And we will do this next time, I suppose, when it's not raining. Because that is really annoying. I was hoping to get it used today, this new combine. I suppose I could skip time. It looks like it's only giving me a rain shower. It's not going to last for too long, but I suppose it is a good time to end the video, and we'll continue with this in the next one. So I'll just, like I say, I'll just set it up. Get the header on and positioned, ready to go, so that next time when we start we will be able to get straight into the harvesting. We've also got the baling to do as well. You probably can actually bale. Oh, don't want to crush the crop. You probably can actually bale in the rain in the game. Obviously in real life you wouldn't ideally be baling in the rain, that would not be a good bit. In the game I think it does allow you to do that. so we probably could get on with that next time if it's still raining. Please move out of the way, you're really in the way there. I'm just trying to get to the edge of the field so that we can start next time. There we go, so we'll just park it here for now, and then we'll be able to start harvesting when the rain stops, which will be in the next episode. There we go. So I really hope you've enjoyed today's video. I really hope you're happy with the combine as well that we've purchased. I really hope you've enjoyed the video, and I'll see you again in the next one.